Hey, Buff fans! Today we will be wrapping up our Alumni Spotlight series. We thought it only fitting that we finish off with the legendary Ceal Barry, who is our winningest coach in Colorado history. Tons of NCAA tournaments, Sweet 16s, Elite Eights, and what's even more impressive is the amount of incredible young women that you've coached and mentored and gone on to be extremely successful. We are truly honored to have you with us today.
Oh, well, this is great. I mean, since I'm no longer at work, it's so great to see you. And thanks for having me.
We're excited. Okay, let's get started. So first question, Ceal, you've coached in so many big games. You know, you've won over 500 games, many, many championships. What would you say is your all-time favorite game at CU?
Well, my first thought on that is any game you win, right? Any game that you come out 1 point ahead of the other team, that's a good win. But if I had to really kind of narrow it down to one win, in 1989, I saw that you had Bridget Turner on a week ago. That team that Bridget was the point guard and Big 8 Player of the Year had gone undefeated in the regular season and was at the Big 8 tournament in Salina, Kansas. And we kind of had a target on our backs. Everybody wanted to beat us. And we got to the championship game of the Big 8 tournament, and it would have been 17 wins in a row. And that game goes into double overtime. And what made that game special, the chancellor, Jim Corbridge, came out to Salina, Kansas. Our athletic director, Bill Marolt, and his wife, Connie, were there. My parents were there. All the players' parents were there. And we won in double overtime. And what I remember about that, you know Tracy Tripp, who works in the department, the three-point line had almost just come into as a rule change 2 years before, and Tracy really wasn't a three-point shooter, but late in the game, we were down 5 points with like a minute left in the game. We were going to lose it, and Tracy hits a three, and our bench goes crazy, and all of a sudden we're down 2 with like 40 seconds left, and we end up winning the game, which won the Big 8 championship and completed kind of that whole run. That game really stands out because just everybody who came out there to the tournament, they followed, you know, we felt that pressure. We got to finish the job. I would say that one.
I love it. You can almost, by the way that you retell it, you can almost feel it. You know, you can picture it even if we weren't there. Awesome. Okay, so on all of these great teams that you coach, what were some sort of enduring qualities or characteristics of those teams? What makes such a great team?
Well, I think, you know, we set a goal. We set a goal of winning the championship. And I think we recruited that way, even when we were in last place. We were in last place, and then we were in 7th place, you know, so I understand that whole process. And we recruited with the idea that we were going to win a championship at Colorado. And I mentioned Bill Marolt. He supported me quite a bit when I talk about how do you do this? You know, he had won Olympic gold medals and national championships as his ski coach. And he used to always say you have to have like laser-like focus on your goal. Okay. If your goal is, everybody in the program has to have laser-like focus. And he always used that word, laser-like focus. I wasn't sure I knew what that meant. You know, what exactly does that mean? Because every coach has focus. But to get the whole program, whether it be the assistant coaches, the seniors, the freshmen, the trainer, the SID, everybody is focused and honed in on that goal to win the championship. And then secondly, you have to have the work ethic too. I mean, it's easy to say, okay, we're focused, we're going after it. But it takes a lot of hard work. And we took pride in the fact that we really believed that we worked harder than any other team that we played. We said we were going to do that, and we committed. And I think trust. You have to trust the process. And I think that's up to people like you and me, the coach, to build, you know, that sense of trust, and, you know, where everybody really believes that the other person's going to do it too, because you don't know the outcome. So you have to have faith. You have to trust that you're going to get there. And so I think
I love it. I love it. Now, when you retired from coaching and you had a great career as an administrator, but when you retired, what did you miss the most about being on the sidelines?
You know what I really missed is, that encouragement that you give those kids every day, that you
Yeah,
believe in them, and you see their ability, their talent, and you encourage them. And you sometimes you want it more for them than they want it for themselves.
sure.
That is so much fun. I mean, it is such a privilege to be a coach and to be able to say to a young kid, you can do it. You can do it. You can be a great shooter. You can be a great defender. You can. I
Yeah,
think I missed that part, that motivational part of, young kids look up to coaches and they believe you. Whatever you say, they believe you. And,
yeah,
you can be whatever you want to be and help them
that's
pave
right.
the way. I really miss that part, that mentoring part.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, so what now? So I think about 16 days ago, you officially became retired, and I know I personally am going to continue to call you all the time for advice and things. But what
Absolutely.
I know. So what are your plans for retirement?
Well, that's the one thing, JR, you don't plan. You don't have to plan. I
True.
will tell you this, in 16 days, I get up every day. I write a little list. I have a list of everything I'm going to do. And some of it's, like I hiked with Carol Callan this morning. So
Okay.
then I went, uh, you get to do errands and things that you put off for so many years. But I enjoy reading. I've read two books already. I'd like to go see my niece if she gets to play Division III in Ohio. I'd love to spend some time at Denison University in Ohio and watch her play. Mentor some former players if they want it. If
Yeah.
they want my input. I'm not
Yeah.
looking for, but I'd like to stay busy. Those sorts of things.
That's fantastic. Well, we know that Buffs will be in your heart forever, and want you to know that you will be in our hearts forever. And we appreciate you being with us today and helping us wrap up our Alumni Spotlight series. We miss you. We love you. We appreciate you, and wish you the very, very best.
Oh, well, thank you so much. And I can't wait to watch your team this year. You're going to have your point guard back and so many great players. And we're thrilled.
Yeah.
We are just really thrilled to watch the team play this year.